My name is Robert Woo, and I'm an architect. And I was injured on December 14, 2007. The one thing that changed everything really was the idea of the exoskeleton technology. When I stood up for the first time, it changed my outlook of things. When I took my first step, and second and third and subsequent steps, that made me realize that, you know what, there's something to look forward to in life.
The first time I saw him stand using an exoskeleton, you saw it in his face. His whole face just lit up and his eyes were so excited. And the very first comment that he made to me was, I forgot how tall I am. I forgot that I am 6 feet and that I can actually see. And it was a very different vision. I love it. So for me to see that through Robert, he is extremely happy now. It's a very different mindset and motivation than what he was like before. And I think one of the things that he's more willing to do, which I greatly appreciate, is he's back to being his adventurous self.
You know, I've noticed that being in a wheelchair, I need to change my environment to adapt to it, to accommodate accessibility in a wheelchair. Now with the ReWalk, I don't have to. I can adapt to any environment that may not be accessible, but I can still get around in the ReWalk. Before walking, I was in constant pain. I was in a lot of pain, and it just wouldn't go away. So I took a very high dosage of medication. For some reason, I just noticed that I wasn't in pain when I'm walking. And I started reducing my intake to a point of completely removing any pain medication. And that allowed me to be mentally more alert, and I felt much more alive. I had more energy. And being able to stand up next to my wife and to give her a hug, that is something that I've missed too.
It's not just the ability to hug him when he's standing, it's actually looking up at him. So I don't look down. He doesn't have to worry about looking up at me. It is the fact that he is at his regular height level, and he can look down at me and I can look up at him, and it's just such a nice, easy way to actually hold him, whether we be walking or standing, or just the ability just to look at him.
You know, little things in life becomes a big thing.